Let's go. I'm balding out. Remember, always be organized. That's what you see me doing right now. And as you can see, I always like to do my fades in the slant. Now next, I'm doing the number 1. And I'm giving myself about 1 inch, a little under 1 inch. And I'm making sure that it's really clean. The reason why I'm making it clean because it makes it a lot easier for me. When I go to my next step. Now I'm using my 5-star seniors gray. I'm going right under that number 1. And what I'm doing is I'm just starting off. I'm just setting up my guidelines, all 3 of them, very organized. So when I start to blend, it'll be easy for me to blend. Now I'm working on taking out that first guideline. And I'm using my flick out motion. And as you can see, I'm not cutting every single thing. I'm cutting all the dark spots. And what you need to do is you need to use your lever and you need to use your corners. Your corners is very important because it helps get all the dark spots out. And what you see me doing, you see me looking and I'm checking out every single spot I need to take out. Now I'm on the second guideline and I'm using my wide blade, which is equivalent to a 1/16 guard. Some other people call it a 000 guard, which is right under a number 1. And as you can see, I'm just looking and I'm just seeing exactly what I need to take out. So like I said, whenever you see a dark spot, just work on that, take that line out. Because some of the parts looks fine. You can see I'm using my corners and I see the dark spots in certain places. And I'm like, okay, I gotta take that out. Now right there, I'm flicking that out with my corner. And as you can see, I'm constantly adjusting my lever. So if you look really close, you can see that dark spot that I'm just focusing on. Because that's how you make a really good fade, when you focus on, when everything is completely blended. Right. And that's how you get a good fade, when you focus on all the dark spots. Now what's next? I'm going on a 3rd guideline and I'm using my O guard. And my O guard is right under a number 2. So it's a number 2, then it's an O guard, then it's a 1.5, then it's a 1. So as you can see, it's just going down the stairs. But first I'm going up the stairs. And once I do that, I'm gonna go back down the stairs to make sure I touch up and blend everything. So I'm just focusing on that with my old guard, and I'm making sure that I'm flicking out because I don't want to cut all his long hair on top off. And a lot of times you need to be patient with it. Don't rush it. Trust the technique. because you're already going to be finished fast with the technique, so don't rush it, because what you want to do is make sure everything is blended right. Now I'm using my masters with a 1.5 guard. I'm going right under that O guard. Like I said, I go all the way up the stairs, then I slowly go back down the stairs. That's how I fade. I mean, the best thing you can do, use your wrist. Your wrist give you that finesse, that flow to get that fade super tight. Using my masters 1.5, and I'm just working that guideline out. There's a dark spot right there. Now I'm back down to a number 1, and I see that dark spot right there, and I said, okay, I gotta work on that. I still see the guideline, so I gotta do whatever I gotta do to get the guideline out, and it have to be smooth, perfect. As you can see, I'm just looking at what is dark, what is the dark spots, what is sticking out in this haircut. That's what I'm doing right now. So as they argue about sports, I'm showing you how to cut hair. Alright, now I'm going right under that number 1 with my wide blade 1/16 guard. And what I'm doing is I'm touching up whatever little dark spots I see anywhere. That's what I'm doing. I'm just flicking it out. I'm flicking it out. I'm just looking. And see, that's the thing about a barber. The number 1 thing you need to do to be a good barber is train your eye. What do I mean when I say train your eye? That means that you can see every little line, you can see every little dark spot, and you know what it takes to take each little spot out. Now what I'm doing is I'm cutting down his front, because that gives a really good sharp lineup. You don't want the extra hairs around the whole haircut to stick out and just be fuzzy and curl up, because your lineup is not going to be good. I'm just touching up. Now it's lineup time. Now I'm lining up, and as you can see, it's a little slope on his corner right there. So I have to work it out. I have to cut it a certain way to get it to look straight. Now, as you can see right there, I'm just starting to work right there. I'm like, okay, I have to get this line up straight. I step back, I look at it and say, I need to do certain things. Now it's time for the C effect. Wait a minute, gotta touch it up again. C effect time. I'm using my corners, give it that super extra crispy, sharp line. And as you can see, that lineup is super sharp and nice. cleaning it up, and that looks nice. But I said, you know what, I'm gonna add some color enhancement to it, and boom, there we go. A lot of people like color enhancement, so hey, I give them whatever they ask for. That's the name of the game when you're becoming a barber. Whatever the client wants, the client gets. And what I'm doing right here, I just seen something in the back of his head, so I'm just touching it up again. And that's the life of a barber. You think you finished, but then you say, all right, I need to do a couple of more things. And there you go. A man bun fade. Appreciate it once again for you guys watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. This is Sean Allen, and I'm out. Peace.